Good evening. In our last videos, we have talked about the how to establish authority and what are the consequences of not establishing authority. And as a student of human nature, what could you do? Today, we are going to talk about the strategy for establishing authority. What are the thing that you must have because nobody bonds with it that you must have so that you will lead as a leader, a person who is in authority who cannot be overthrown easily. So some of the things that I can give you that I've read in the book of the laws of human nature. The first and foremost thing that you can remember is that authority, in essence, is that people wants you to lead. People love that you are leading the nation or the country or the state or your constituency, whatsoever you can say. The team might varies, the population might varies, but what really is common there is that you are the leader and people wants you to lead the group, the herd. So this is the very essence. When you able to attain the when you able to win people's favor honestly, then you are on the way of becoming a true leader. Then you need to possess all these things that our green talks about. You should have these, unless you'll be overthrown by some far more superior than you, or for somebody else who has much more ability than yours. So the first thing is that Robert Greene tells us is that find your authority type. It means that what is your authority type? What are the best thing? What are the things that you are natural at? Like some people, as of their authenticity, like they didn't lie. They said what it is. They are frank enough to say something which they think that their peoples or their subjects will have a right to know this. So this is the first thing that our organization says, that find your authority self, that what is in you that will lead, that will able to lead the people, a group of people who believe in you, who consider as their leader. And there are several others, like not everybody can come into this authenticity of factors. Like somebody is a healer who are good at controlling people, who are good at advising people, advising their subjects, advising their team members, advising their employees, advising their population. So there might be healers. There is a teacher, um, authority style, like somebody who loves to tell, who have a good knowledge that what could be done here and what could be better than that, how to tackle this problem, how to go through this way, and all the rest of it. So there are several others which Robert Greene says that you need to find your own authority style, your authority type. Like one of the thing that Robert Greene told is quite pragmatist. Like they want nothing more than to fix things that are broken. They just want the things that are broken. They want to fix it, and they have infinite patience for that. So this is the thing that Robert Greene talks about firstly and foremostly. Second thing, that is the focus outwardly, the attitude. How well you present yourself before your people, how well you present yourself before your team members, before your employees, before the people who believe in you, who are believing that you have got enough to lead this team, to lead this country, to lead this company, and etc. So, and uh, you can done this. First you just hone your listening skills. The very first and foremost thing that a leader do is to listen all the ideas. Like just for example, you are tackling a problem, then first and foremost thing that you can do is to look at the solutions that were provided by your employees, that if we go this way, then we have to do these certain things. If you go that way, we have to do these certain things. You will take uh, advices of all of your employees, all of your team members, all of your ministers. You take all the advices and then contemplate about it, that what could be better for me, and uh, a greater thing that you can do is to look at your aim, that what is your aim, and then look at the way, and is the way is much harming, or is the way much time consuming and you have some deadline, then find a way which is less time consuming. And also try to when it comes to sacrificial, give your things that you love as a sacrificial, so that people look at you as a selfless leader, which everybody wants, which uh, every team members or employees or people wants their leader to be a selfless leader. Like they want to treat their leader as a godlike symbol, so called. So, and second thing that you can do is to earning people's respect. And how can you respect that people's how can you earn people's respect, that you mixed with people, you mingle with people, you didn't show yourself that you are something special, you are privileged, you are entitled to do something. You didn't say that. You just be mingle with people. You just tell them that you are just an ordinary human being with some extraordinary qualities, and therefore you are leading the team, you are leading the company, you are leading the country. So you have to mingle with people. And you can see it in the several political leaders in India, like Narendra Modi, who wherever he goes, when he goes Assam, he tried to be in attire of Assamese people. When he came to India, he took a gamcha. When he come to Bihar, he took a gamcha and just moved the gamcha in order to just unify with people, to mingle with people. That I am one of you. I am one of you. I am just an extraordinary human being, but with just some extraordinary qualities. Therefore, I'm on this position. So people can connect with you. People will not see you that somebody as outsider. And that's what really a nice thing about a good leader, I think, as according to also the Robert Greene. Not coming to the third point is that he said they cultivate the third eye, the vision. You have ability to work effectively, work with patience, even in a time of even in a harsh time when things are not going as you thought about. And here, Robert Greene told the story of Xenophon, a Greek philosopher. In 401 BC, it is said that somewhat 10,000 Greek mercenaries went to fight a war, in which Xenophon is also included. But the party, or we can say the country which is against them, will invited Greek soldiers, Greek mercenaries, to come and talk about the matter, so that we could not able to fight this, so that it is not necessary to fight this war. Xenophon, including with those mercenaries, went to the right king's kingdom, and the king deceived them and executed most of them. And then a few soldiers remain, including Xenophon, who came there to just make a report that what was happened there and all the rest of it. Kings always have somebody to make reports that what is the result of this discussion, what are the things that what are the takeaways of this discussion. So there, Xenophon used his own innate ability, his own ingenuousness to lead that mercenaries to escape from the king's trap, and safely came home to Greek. So uh, this is the ability that you need to look in yourself, that you will able to make a resilience in the group, in yourself. Sorry, you have to make a resilient in yourselves. And I think another perspective of this point is that cultivate a thought, that you have a much a large idea that what your group is thinking. Either your group is trying to outsource you, or outperform you, and make somebody else the leader. You have an eye on them, that what they are thinking. Because there's a quote which says that if you able to if you are capable enough to make them people what they think, or if you are capable enough to let the people what they talk about, then you don't need to think about much, because what they talk about is what they really think about. So what we really need is to get the idea, get some idea between the in between the spectrum, as Noam Chomsky said. You have to add that idea in their brain or in their discussion point, and you don't need to talk. You don't need to take much concern for the thing, because what they talk, they will think about it. They do think about it. Now coming to the fourth one is the lead from the front. It is also lead from the front, the tone. Robert Greene says that as a leader, you must be seen working as a hard or even harder than everyone else. You set the highest standards. You work more than the ministers. You work more than your lower employees, so that you set an example that you are laborious and that you do care about the goals or aims that you are thinking of achieving them. And this will inspire your juniors. This will inspire the people or ministers who are below you to work more and more and more. And this becomes a habit in a group, and this will benefit your group in the culture. The deadline that you have make that you are going to achieve this particular result in 1 year, you are going to achieve it in 10 months, 9 months. So that would be better for you. Now coming to the fifth point is this. Robert Greene said, "Instead conflicting emotions, the aura." He said, uh, "Instead conflicting emotions means Robert Greene says that not seem try to be ordinary." Now, what does that? Does that not mean that you become an entitled or a privileged kid? But this means by Robert Greene is that you don't need to look ordinary. You don't need that people will or your team member or your ministers or your common citizen of your country will able to detect that now this is going to your next move. Now you have done this. Now you are going to do that. You always remain unpredictable, and that is going to be upper hand over your enemies also. That you could not able to let them know what is going to be your next move. And that is all about that strict conflicting emotions. You don't let your enemies, even your own people, to know that what is going to be your next move. But uh, before making it, you have to be in quite alert about that, because if it goes wrong, then people will revolt against you. Now coming to the sixth and the second last is that never appear to take, always to give. Don't be appear that you are taking something from your people as of your own benefit, for your own selfish gain, and all the rest of it. Always try to give people, because people are, as I've said earlier, people are always try to make their leader as godly as possible. Like, this is my leader and nobody could said anything about it. Like the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the core voters of BJP called Prime Minister Narendra Modi non-biological. Even the Prime Minister accepted the statement that I'm non-biological. Unless my mother was there, I think I'm biological. But when my mother died, I thought that I'm a non-biological man. He said that in his statement in an interview with Republic Bharat. So that doesn't matter. I don't think. What really matters is that their followers will start to making a god-like structure, a god-like images of Narendra Modi. And this is what really of voter base really wants. And it is this leader that it is very hard to remove that leader. Now coming to the last is rejuvenate your authority, that is adaptability. It means that you might be able to, by using these all things, you might be able to rule a decade and more, 2 decades. But after that, when you growing old, the new people are coming in your group. Just for example, in a group, the new people are coming in your team, the new people are coming in your kingdom. So you have to work according to that, as Elizabeth Tudor did. That they uh, talked with youngsters, with youngster things. They tried to appear, Elizabeth Tudor try to be youngster, as if he's not somebody old, or the king is not old. Because if you seem that you are old, if you seem to the people or your ministers or your employees that you are not capable enough to lead the team, then you are not going to be a leader for much more of the time, because you are overthrown, you are executed, you are decapitated, or somebody else, some unfortunate things happen to you if you didn't really want to leave the power, and people know that you are not capable enough to hold the power. So what Robert Greene suggests is that resonate your authority, became adaptable with things, with the circumstances that are going to you. Just accept that, uh, accept the new minds, accept the youth minds with you, and try to be a part with you, but try to be a part with them. So that's the thing. Now, uh, uh, the two step Robert Greene told about is that how you can gain this is the first step in avoiding this danger is to maintain the kind of sensitivity that Elizabeth displayed throughout her life, not noting the moods behind people's words, gauging the effect you have on newcomers and young people. Losing that empathy should be your greatest fear, as you will begin to cocoon yourself in your great reputation. The second step is to look for new markets and audiences to appeal to, which will force you to adapt. If possible, expand the reach of your authority without making a fool of yourself. By attempting to appeal to a younger crowd that you cannot really understand, try to alter your style somewhat with the passing years. And it can be seen in historical examples like the Rodin gives in the arts. This has been the secret to success of people like Pablo Picasso or Alfred Hitchcock or Coco Chanel. These are the people who have rejuvenated their authority by adaptability. Such flexibility in those who are in their 50s and beyond will give you a touch of the divine and immortal. Your spirit remains alive and open. Your authority is renewed. And that's all about it. Thank you very much.